Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. What is the message of Matthew? I am really excited about this series that we are about to do at the 1 Minute Apologist, where we are going to answer what is the message of, and we are going to do all 66 books. So we start with Matthew. Matthew was the most widely read of the Gospels in the early church. Matthew, in his authorship, has been contested by many, especially in our time and day. But when we look back, we can see that Papias, who lived around 125, accredited Matthew as the author. I have no problem seeing the author as Matthean and looking at Matthew as the author. But what is the purpose of this great gospel? Well, the four gospels seek to show four different portraits of who Jesus is. And the Gospel of Matthew gives us a snapshot into the life of Jesus as King. And in this particular gospel, we come across some great sermons like the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5 through 7, or Jesus' 7 woes to the scribes and the Pharisees in Matthew 23, or his Olivet Discourse that talks about sort of the end times and how things are going to shake out in Matthew 24 and 25. This particular gospel shows his birth, his ministry, his death, his burial, his resurrection, and then his post-resurrection appearances. And then we get in Matthew 28, the Great Commission. Go and make disciples of all nations, teaching them everything I've commanded you, Jesus says. So what is a practical thing that we can get from this book, Matthew, that was probably written sometime between the mid-50s or all the way up into the 70s? Different dates. I'm not real hard fast on that, but here's the message. Is Jesus our King? The kingdom has been inaugurated in his life. I would ask us all to consider the question, is Jesus my King? If so, let's spread the good news that the kingdom has come and the kingdom will be culminated with his second coming.